Good. It works. Man, it's a big one. Okay, we're working. Well, I wasn't feeling well the past couple of days, so I finally went out and got the mail just now. I drove because it's a long way out there. And man, it's cold out there. It's about 40 degrees. It does work. Yeah, well, I had trouble getting that the close-up camera to work there. Yeah, it's working now. Because I still got to zero it in here. That's probably it. But I got all this mail here. Let's see. What do we got? I got, well, I got a stack of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 more over here. Still, there's more on the way. Well, it's part of the Christmas effect. They get so much darn volume over there at the post office. Sometimes it gets backed up. Some of the stuff's been out there for 2 weeks trying to get through here. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, a bunch of people are showing up. Let's see. Lincoln Central, Bill, Fred Frog, Cleveland, Wisconsin Greg. That's a new name. Good to see you. John Salisbury. Maury. All right. So I've done this before. Open up the mail, see what we get. Now I saved the old mail. You know, I'm gonna wrap the coins. They're gonna be in new stuff, and I still want to protect that. And there's nothing wrong with the old mail. But if you do that, scratch out their addresses and stuff. I got a box over here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a newspaper job. We've got a slab. Jefferson. What do we got here? MS-66, 1940. Zoom. Now, why doesn't that just focus? Okay, it's a 1940D in the unfocusing camera here. Let me beat on this. Let me shake it. Come on. That's what it looks like. It's an NGC. Somebody was saying, you need more slab nickels. Okay, I'll go hunting for slab nickels. There we go. And we got some fuel. Always handy. There's Logan, Tim Holmes. Tim Holmes, another new name. Come on board, watch, talk, chat. That's what we all do here. That looks pretty darn good. Look at the shine on that. I'll put these in plastic bags once I get them and I'm done, you know, looking at how shiny they are. Because I don't want to get scratches all over the darn thing. Let me put this into the close-up so we can see what I'm talking about. There you go. Oh, that's in decent shape. But you get scratches and scuffs on these plastic holders. What do we got? NGC, MS-66, 1940D. Yeah, that's in pretty good shape. Now, I'd be questioning that big mark on his cheek. Right here, you got these little specks. This is chatter. This is when the metal doesn't quite fill the die completely. And you'll get that. That's not damage or nothing. It's just the way the metal flows or doesn't flow. That's all that is. But I know I don't like to see, you know, contact marks that big on an MS-66. I got one on an MS-69. A couple of them even bigger than that. You find I'm kind of hard on these third-party graders. But when you get these slabs, it's not a bad idea to put them under a scope and really check them out. They don't always catch the mint marks or RPMs or errors or varieties. Well, it looks like a little machine doubling on the bottom of that. I've got a little bit on the inside. I'm going to have to give that a hard look. Can you see the upper part of the inside of the D? Got a kind of a line going through it diagonally. I want to give that a good hard look. The rest of it looks pretty darn good. Except for that big giant mark on his face. That's what they call MS-66. How many steps we got? Okay, there we go. We don't get FS because, if I get my pointy stick, over here, you got a little contact mark and another one here. And when those cross a couple, 3 steps, there's no way you're going to get full steps on that. There's Beth. How you been, Beth? Did you have a good New Year? I'm going to sharpen up my little stick here. I'm going to have to sweep the floor because I've been sharpening so many sticks. There you go. But now I got something I can really point with. And how's the tip on that now? Yeah, that's good and sharp. So there's a little mark right there. I've been playing with nickels lately because I got that big jug from my brother. And I didn't want to leave the house because it's been so darn cold. No water. Your pipes freeze? I got mine running now. But I've been looking at double dives. You get a lot right around the doorway. And I want to give that a good look too. Yeah, a little bit of machine doubling on this. Right here beside the U. Bottom of the S. Yeah, this machine. See how it's flat? Actually, this probably is more die wear than machine doubling because it's way low. Machine doubling, let's say this is the profile of the coin, right? But this is the bottom and this is the top. Machine doubling is usually up around here, but when you have die wear, it's right down there, flat with a field. That's about what you got right here. Well, it's not a bad looking piece anyway. Hot water always freezes. Oh, I got mine. I got this one pan. I cooked some pasta in the other day, and well, I kind of got distracted looking at coins, and I found out it was done when the smoke started rolling out of the kitchen. So, so I got that pan under the water, and the water's flowing, so the pipes don't freeze. Maybe that'll help. What do we got here? It comes from New York. These are the good ones. Let's peel them open. It's like Christmas. Got a quilt from my sisters. One of them made the, you know, all the squares and the quilt design. The other one made the, yeah, more fuel. The other one quilted it. She's got the long, oh, look. We got a big penny. Oh, and this is how it's shipped. That's it. No holder, nothing. That's it. Just in the envelope, which is the invoice. Oh, I see what happened. It fell out. All right. Looks like it was heat sealed, but it broke the heat. See the little strip right? Well, you can't really see that. Look at a little strip right there where it was heat sealed. I need something dark. Well, that's a hard one to see. And that burst. So the coin came out. So I get this large cent rolling around in an envelope. Let's see if we can see that. Not even close. There it is. See the little crimping? But the crimping no longer works because I can take and shove a toothpick in there. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, it's big and heavy and copper. That's my favorite thing. It's a girl. Congratulations, 1838. And well, I ordered this so long ago, I don't remember ordering it. What was the order date on that? December 22. That took how long? How many days is it from the 22nd? I gotta look at the calendar here. Hello. I click, but nothing happens. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. Man, I order it. Takes 11 days to get here. I got one coming from up south, from down south, from the Tampa area. I mean, it's a 3-hour drive. I could have gone and get it. It's been in the mail for a week and a half. Cheryl's here. Hey, Cheryl. 1 cent. Pretty good rim on that. I probably paid too much. I cannot help myself. It was made out of copper. There's Bill. Yeah, you got to pre-order this stuff. Order it two weeks before you get it. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, that looks good. I wanted to get some different things in the the big show. And one of these, I'd have to check who actually I ordered it from, but I get a real surprise in here for us. Let me get these out of the way so we can show what actually came in. Yeah. There's like 11 packages here. Where'd that go? Here's the nickel. All right. There's the penny. And slide that under here. Along with that nickel. And the camera that will never ever focus. Yeah, that's a decent penny. This one comes out of Toledo. Never been to Toledo. Okay, give me a list of 10 famous people that came from Toledo. Because the only one I can think of is Corporal Max Klinger. More newspaper. Well, newspaper works. There we go. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. It's a seated Liberty. Isn't that nice? Because I wanted to get more of this old stuff in the big show. And this is specifically I ordered for the big show. I'm very boring here. Let me put this on the camera. You're going to love this one. See, the big show, we do a raffle. It's $1 an entry, and people put in their entries. As many as you like. This one's in decent shape here. I got a full rim. Yeah, it's some wear. No question about that. But I've given away half cents, 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, 10, quarter, half, dollars. And check this one out. Oh man, you're going to love this one. Because we're going to a new realm here. This is 20 cents. There's people who don't even know these exist. And the people that do, a lot of them haven't even seen them. So we're going to give away a 20 center. And that'll be a unique piece. Not many of these surviving. Was it like 10 or 20,000 for the whole series? So I looked around and said, yeah, I can probably get one. It's not going to be the best. It might be a little bit messed up. So we get a little cut, dig on the side. But it's going to be affordable. Yeah, it looks like it's just on that one side. So we'll get an 1875S, 20 cents. Now, how many people have even seen one? I wonder what's going on that Y. I want to see that. It's a scratch. Okay, that's not too bad. S looks kind of normal. What's that big bulge on the side? His name is my name too. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I'll be in that raffle. You want to get in on this one. This is going to be a unique one. I mean, I see other people, they got these giveaways and they're giving away, 40% halves, 90% halves. There's nothing wrong with half dollars. But this one, they're going to save. They're going to collect it. And if they need to pay the light bill, they just sell it off. But that's a neat thing right there. Well, let's look at this under the bigger scope so you get the whole look. It's a 20-cent coin. 20 cents. Where's that thing? I'll put it on the Tootsie Pop. Let's try to get that to zoom in, huh? Never buy cameras at Walmart. There's my Tootsie Pop bag. Well, no matter. That's a 20-cent piece, and we're going to give that away on Sunday. There it is. There's True Helper. Now, that's not too bad, really. I'm trying to look at this rim ding. Looks like it's limited to just part way up. Because I haven't given this a good look yet. It just came in. You can only see so much when you're buying it online. Okay. Well, that should get some attention. How many people have a 20 center that you know? If you've seen a 20 center, raise your hand. Canada has an 1858 20-cent piece. I bet you they do. A lot of those, the provincials, before it became Canada, have some interesting stuff. There's 2 cents, 3 cents, 20, halves. Then you got your bank tokens. So we'll put that over here and have a look. There it is. That's a quarter. I got a nickel here, right? Now check this out. Here's a, what do we got? Here's a 1900 nickel. And we can look at the size. Can we look at the size? If this will focus. And it's 5 grams. It's the same weight as a nickel. Come on. How irritating. The thing won't do what it's supposed to do. I'm going to write them a harshly worded letter. That's all there is to it. Okay, but it's just about the same size as a nickel. There's a nickel. And there's an unfocused nickel. Look at this. Look. What is going on? Yeah, I'm going to go buy stuff at Walmart just so I can take it back. There you go, but it's about the same size as a nickel. Let's open another one. It's like Christmas. I was wondering if he starts a new stream, can we re-like him? Who we like it this time? Like everybody. This comes from the Coin and Stamp Place. Now, he's got an eBay store. This is Tim Raskin. He did the he invented the Looksy app. I got a sticker here somewhere. I'm sure of it. I usually do. Maybe I have another one in here. So you can take a picture of a coin with your cell phone. Right? And it'll rotate it, make it right for the size. So I get some stuff from him. We got, oh, this is right. But he's got an eBay store, and I don't think he has enough people because not all his stuff gets all the bids. And I get in there and take a look right before it expires. Yeah. So we got another large set. But you usually get these at a pretty good price. Scope. And we got in 1842. Yeah, it's a little tired. But it's not screwed up. 1 cent. United States. Look, it's still got dentals. Now, they reuse the dies a lot of times, you know. Like the master dies and the working hubs, they reuse those repeatedly because, geez, it was a big process back then. So a lot of times the dentals would be worn out. That's not a bad one at all. There's another penny. So I guess we're going to focus on the big show this week. What is a Looksy, Bill? You go to the App Store and you get Looksy, spelled just like that. Look and a Z. You know, give it a Looksy. And I understand it's free, and it works on the iPhone right now. There's another version coming out for that Android thing. We got a 1929. 1829. There she is. The problem with the large cents, more than anything else, once they wear down, Liberty kind of looks like a man. I'm just saying. But dude, that's a dude. Anyway, you can download the app for free. And once you take pictures of your pennies, flip it over, take a picture of the other side, and it'll put the two up together, properly rotated, centered, and you can put it up, you know, for sale really easy that way. It takes care of all the photographic end of it. But he's getting it set up so it'll also tell you what it is, what it's worth, grade the thing for you. Yeah, it's not a bad one. We'll put that over here. And what that has the potential to do, geez, you can take your camera, right, and look through your grandfather. You don't know anything about coins, but you can take pictures of all your grandfather's coins, and it'll say, oh, this is, you know, this is a 1976 20 center. It's good for $100, right? Oh, now you know not to take it to Coinstar and dump it in there. But it would, well, let's say you have waitresses and such. You know, you get a tip. It's kind of a weird looking coin. It'll tell you what it is, if you should keep it. Because more than anything else, people want to know, what is this? What's it worth? And where's a machine I can put it in so I can get my money? Now this one I grabbed because, well, first off, in 1938, and okay, kind of looks like a man. But this is a neat one because of this coloration. Yeah, good full rim. Let's look at that and see if we can pick this up, because that's got some real nice color on it. And I'm going to put that under the Tootsie Roll bank. And that's a really nice woody. These are copper back in the day, 100%. So you got to realize 1838, the processes weren't really what they are today. And you get some impurities in that copper, you're going to get one heck of a nice woody. Look at the color on that. Yep, I grabbed that. I have iPhone. Well, go get the app. It'll tell you what the coin is, what it's worth. And then there's more stuff that's coming out with it. You know, advertising and God knows what. What did I pay for that? Whoa, too much. Wow, I'm glad it was somebody else's credit card. Yeah, that's the beauty about online. You can always, you know, get another credit card from somebody else. I sent out an email, right? I tell people I'm a Nigerian prince. They just frickin' throw their money at me. And this is from Hilliard. All right, let's see what the heck this says. Thank you, my prince. Okay, pretty good. All righty. Try that cutter. Oh, here, let me give you something better to look at than the top of that piggy bank. Ted doesn't read the whole chart before he counts. No, I just look at the bottom, and that's probably good enough. So I'm answering something from 20 minutes ago, probably. What did I miss out on? Thank you, Lincoln. I will download now to try. Appreciate that, my friend. I have an old Android. I have a, what the heck is going on here? Okay, we got the envelope. Coins are in it, and then he's folded it up and then taped over the whole thing. There we go. As long as I can get in, okay. 3MNP. Listen. You know what that is? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What do we got? We got peace. Peace, love, and happiness. There you go. I hunt around for these things so I can get them on the big shelf. Right? Because there's people that don't have a Morgan dollar. Are you fooling me? How can you not have a Morgan dollar? Lose silver. I'd lose all kinds of stuff, man. It's all over the side of the desk here. It just kind of gets bumped off. So anyway, on the big show, I'd like to put out these, you know, a typeset. Well, let's put in a silver dollar, and that's not a bad looking one. 1921. Let's look at that. Let's see. 1921. In pretty darn decent shape. You get all the buzzers and whistles on there. But I go through this with a fine-tuned tooth comb and see if I get any VAMs or WHAMs or MAMs or whatever I can find. And no mint mark. That would be right above the space between the D and O. Be right above there. Yeah, that's a pretty darn decent shape. That'll work. My favorite coins. Morgans are my catch other than Lincoln's. There you go. And there's that one. What's the piece? Man, I ordered them so long ago, I don't even know. 1922. A little scuffing action going on there. I always loved her hair. But she got this narrow neck thing going on. She's like a real pencil neck thing. Yeah, got some doo-doo on the back, a little bit of grunge. 1922. Where's the mint mark on this? It's a D. That looks Looks okay to me. There. Now I can put in a silver dollar in each of the next 3 big shows. And the next one is in 1926. Yeah, it's circulated. So it ain't screwed up. Well, not too badly anyway. Let's look at the other side. 1926 no mint mark, be right under the tail. Yeah, back in the day, they didn't have dollar bills. It was a while before they came around. They called it folded money. I'm going to take this off. Where's home? Home. Hey, I'm going to take the vehicle away because that was not in today's package. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. Oh, man, I've been so looking forward to this. It's ink for the printer. Huh? Look at it. Ink. Okay, not everything is all that exciting, all right? But from my point of view, this is really nice because I kind of needed this. I like to have one at least, but well, you get the 2-pack. I don't know how much it was. 18 bucks. But have you seen the prices of inkjet cartridges? Don't tell me how much I paid. It doesn't matter. It's probably your credit card anyway. Yeah. All right, we'll keep the piece of paper there. What was next? Oh, this one. This is a big coin, I think. 32 bucks. I think I got 32 bucks for the tool. I found a place on Amazon. You know, but it saves me a trip to the store. Oh, it's another envelope. This comes from Texas. Oh, this is the guy. I bought the everything he had was in those phony slabs. I got one back here. Every single thing this guy had was in these bogus, backroom slabs. Superhero. This is it. The superhero graded collectibles. Wouldn't that be SGC? Superhero graded. Yeah, SGC. But it's everything he had was AU58. Everything. So I picked up one thing I picked up from this guy was a 1911 S, and it was in great shape. I mean, it's nice. But I got to looking at it and said, man, this is RPM number 2. So I marked him as a favorite seller so I can get back because, well, he's not checking his stuff for varieties. Oh, look. It's a box. And we'll open this right fresh. But his price is not unreasonable at all. This is I don't know what it is. 1995 Civil War Battlefield Commemorative. $50. So it's a 90% silver half. Great shape. It is sideways. Goes that way. And this fellow in the Civil War looks like a drummer. I think his 3rd or 4th great grandfather, he played a bugle in the Civil War. He was only like 12, but he played a bugle. Okay, we're going to put that under the scope and have a hard look. What's that thing? Oh yeah, it's perfect. Now I went and checked the numbers on these. They made something like 110,000 of them. Yeah, it's still in the original plastic. The key with these is like 102,000 of them, or however many, went into the those prestige proof sets. Right? So then I have about 8,000 floating around as individual coins. Of course, this has a box and a piece of paper. You get the propaganda from the U.S. Mint. It tells you about, I don't know what it tells you about. Sometimes I read that stuff. But you only got about 8,000, freely available that are not in the prestige sets. Enriching our future by preserving the past. The underside hereby certifies this coin as a genuine Civil War battlefield commemorative coin. It's U.S. Mint. Now, back when they were started doing these commemoratives back in '82, Lee Iacocca brought these back really big. They started in 1982 with a George Washington hat. It was 250 years since he was born, right? 1732. And it was quite successful. Lee Iacocca got in there and said, let's have a commemorative for the Statue of Liberty, because he's heading up that project to get the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island, you know, renovated, because, man, they're about to fall apart after how long? Oh, I don't have any idea how much that is. But it'll be, this will be on Friday's show on the, what do you call it, Friday Night Madness. I'm in love with that coin. Yeah, it's not a bad looking coin. I didn't put them under the scope. Let's do that. And so they started doing these commemorative issues. Scope, there it is. They started doing the commemorative issues with the proceeds going towards, whatever the project is. So this goes to Civil War monuments and battlefields. And you can see it's got a little bit of scuffing on the top of the plastic. But you see how you got a double shadow? So that's on the plastic and not on the coin. I could probably open that and we can look at the coin itself. But I ain't touching this thing. So they sold off those Liberty coins, you know, the Liberty Bell, Statue of Liberty, in 1986, and it raised all kinds of money. I mean, if you needed a PR guy for fixing the Statue of Liberty, Lee Iacocca was it. Oh, wow. Once you get that plastic off, that baby is perfect. Not a speck, not a mark. Okay, maybe a speck. That's pretty good. You get the drummer boy. I'm going to put the cap back on. But anyway, after that, everybody with a cause says, oh, we need a commemorative $50 too. We need a commemorative silver dollar. So you get like the Special Olympics, you get the Olympics. Yeah, there's a big cannon. And some more, you know, you get the Botanical Garden. That's a pretty darn boring coin. I think it's got a flower on it. All right, we'll put that back in there, and that's a proof. 90%. Civil War, and there's 8,000 of the darn things. Yeah. So I saw that and I said, I better get that, because that's one of those things that are just hard to find. And we got more. Check this. It's in an envelope. I didn't get this much stuff for Christmas, man. Okay, we got, is that it? Always check. Sometimes they put extra stuff in there. All right, we got an Indian, copper nickel, 1863. Got a booger there. Not quite a full Liberty, but not too screwed up. Decent back. I'll get in there and take a look. 1863, you got a couple of cuds on that, real big ones. They draw a premium, so you want to keep an eye on that. But I'll check the date, see if it's a snow variety. Oh, he's got the deluxe 1 inch flip. How cute. I'll just put it over here. All right, we got a $50. Now, I think I was trying to think back, because it was so long ago I bought this stuff. I think I picked it up for the commemorative half. But while I'm there, you know, let's see what else he's got, because I want to combine shipping. You know, I offer combined shipping. People take advantage of it, because, you know, it don't cost me an extra $3 to ship 2 coins. But, you know, and then you get these crooks on eBay. You know, they send you 10 coins. They want $30 in shipping. Okay, it's a 1918, no, 1935 D, and I probably got it for a good price. I don't know. But hey, as long as it's right there and I'm not paying more for shipping, that's the time to pick it up. I gotta get in there. Look at that mint mark. Bet people like these walkers. What's this one? Oh, a Lincoln. Okay. 1912D. It was $1. Nobody else bid on it. Okay, click. I'll take that. $1. So that'll go in the Lincoln package here. When is the next Lincoln? Oh, it's tomorrow. You look at what those splotches are. 1912D. It's a decent date. They like the S's because they are hard to find, the early S's. Here's the 1918. I knew I picked up 2 of these. Coin Fighter's got a new channel. That's Ray Hepburn, by the way, folks. Okay, 1918. Pretty worn. But it's not screwed up. And if you can combine shipping, oh, it's a 1918S, even better. You combine shipping, and that makes it a whole lot more affordable and practical. So you get a lot of pick-em-ups. I'll take that while I'm at it. Alrighty. What else we got? Look at all this stuff here. Man, I need like 2 trash cans. I'll put that right here. And we got another one. It's the big one. You know, the big package under the tree? Yep. Okay, last one. This comes out of Ohio. And I know exactly what it is. So let's open it gently, huh? And they get these padded mailers out of the post office. They're pretty handy if you got no padding. But if you need bubble wrap, go get the bubble. They give them to you for free. And if you're shipping these, it's an extra 50 cents. I've got to pay for the envelope. I go down there and I pick up, you know, every one they got. And then I ask, do you have any more? I take them home, I cut them up, I wrap pennies in them. It's free bubble wrap. Okay, remember what I was saying about those prestige sets that the, where'd that go? There you go. That the Civil War half was in. Most of them are in the prestige sets. You only have a few thousand that are not. So getting them individually is pretty good. Otherwise, you got to buy the prestige set, which is what this is. I saw these and the price was right, and I said, give them to me right now. And like a month later, they finally show up. So I got 3 of them. Let me set this aside and see what I'm talking about, having them in the set. Now, they got the proof sets, and those are all well and good. Move these printer cartridges. Oh, I'm out of room. I'll put it on top of the keyboard. Okay, get your regular proof sets. Then you get your silver proof set. Are we in? Yeah. And you get your silver premier proof set. Then you got your prestige. Let's take a look at this. Now these are, you know, a step above. You get the great big box, the great big certificate of authenticity. You get the nice velvet. Look how clean this is. These, where's the cat? I'm gonna put him out. If you have a cat, it will make a mess of this in no time. If you want to clean a cat, you just take one of these prestige sets, right? And you just rub your cat with it, and it's going to be a clean cat, I guarantee you. So you got the velvet box, which opens up, and it's still got the original cardboard leaves. You got the satiny, whatever this is, the pad. Let's move that aside. And we have a 1994. Remember what I was saying about every cause out there? Well, apparently the World Cup, you know, the soccer guys, because America is such a big fan of soccer. Apparently the World Cup needed a fundraiser, so they had a couple of, they had a silver dollar and a silver half dollar. Yeah, World Cup. All right, but these are set up so you can see both sides. It's kind of a booklet. These are real nice. And they're quite affordable. I mean, they're only, you know, 30, 40 bucks. There's one year's, what is it, 93 or something. It was like 300 bucks because they didn't sell them. They ended up throwing them out, or I don't know what they do. Do they do like McDonald's and throw their old stuff away in the, you know, in the dumpster up to the mint? Because I'm gonna dumpster dive that. What are we saying over here? I got a really cool 1811 close date half cent. I just scrolled up. Okay, Professor PB, pop quiz. Which sub-variety is more scarce? The 4-star break or 2-star break? 1811 wide date half cent. I don't know. I'd have to look that stuff up. I trust Ken's coins, and they're beautiful as advertised. Not always. Some stuff that's screwed up, and I put those in auction. Okay, there's one piece of paper. World Cup. Well, the price is right. But I'm not a soccer fan. Yeah. And who authorized that? Well, there was somebody in the Senate, I guess, who was a big fan of that. That's how you get the Special Olympics and that hideous woman there. Of course, she's a sister of a Kennedy, and Ted Kennedy was real big back then. So politics was involved in that coin. It's got nothing to do with numismatics. It was all about, let's put Eunice on the coin. Okay, this one's green. Oh, that's a real nice green, but it's almost dust-free. Let's open her up, and you got the original cardboard. A lot of people, they open these up. First thing to go was that cardboard. All right, so then you got the sets, and they're all scuffed up. This has got Ike. This is a good one. Okay, what's the date on that? 1990. And you get the Ike dollar, along with all your regular proofs. Look at the back here. Oh, it's padded on 2 sides. Look at that. Look how nice. I want to get like a pillow like this. You know, just stack out. Okay, it's good, but it's upside down on this side. Oh wait, it's supposed to be like that. Let's flip it over. And Ike has his homestead. Okay, here's a pop quiz for you. After his presidency, where did Ike retire to? He got a little homestead, little farm. Where is that little farm? Oh, that goes in the box. You got to keep the stuff together, man. Really. You got the box and the certificate of authenticity. Keep it all together, because so often I open this stuff up and this stuff missing. What? It's not that tough. Well, Eisenhower, after the presidency, they were looking for a place they could retire to that'd be fitting for a president and commander-in-chief and the guy who won. So he moved to Pennsylvania. That's right, Bill. Just outside, I mean, right across the fence, we're talking, in Gettysburg. So if you go to Gettysburg, you get to see all the stuff, you know, the 20th Maine up on the mountain there. But Little Big Rock. No, Little Big Horn. No. Little Round Top. That's it. Then, of course, you got right next door the Big Round Top. You get the Devil's Den, Culp's Hill, Cemetery Ridge, all that stuff, the cornfield. And it's a great tour. But right down the road, I mean, a quarter mile, half mile down the road, you get Eisenhower's farm. Yeah, Bill's got it. And this one is the Constitution. No, the Congress. What year is this? Bicentennial Congress. So this is 1989. Took them a little while to get their act together. You know, they declared independence in '76. They got the Constitution in 1889, and once they had that, of course, now they have a Congress. So this is the dollar up here and the half dollar down there. They look pretty darn nice. So you get the Capitol building on there. It's a lot bigger in person. And this is the top of something. This is the top of something important somewhere in Washington. It's probably the Capitol, but I understand that's Lady Liberty with some stars on her head that matches that gold coin that is so darn awful. So this must be the top of something. I don't know which. Bicentennial of the Congress, it says. They're 90% silver. But you got these crazy rays on the girl here. I'll have to get in there and take a look at that. And Lady Liberty with that awesome hat. I think there's actually fruit in that hat she's wearing. It's like a banana, some grapes. What is that? Can we get under the little scope? It's going to be tough because I've only got, well, I can turn it sideways. Let's see if we can get a look at that. I've got so much darn stuff on the desk here. If I turn the camera sideways. Yeah, that works. There she is. All right. And she gets the Chiquita hat. Yep, I'm at a point I better just shove everything off the desk. Yeah, I mean, it should say Dole right across the top of that hat. Oh, they're stars. That's not fruit. What do you think it would be? Remember those Chiquita banana commercials back in the 70s? Where the people come out of the banana peel, you know, singing the song. Prestige set is what Ken is showing. Beautiful coin. Yeah, they're in great shape. No question there. And they're original. Not dusty. Look how clean that is. That didn't work. There it is. Look how clean that is. I mean, it's beautiful. Okay, there's a speck right there. That's all right. I'll just comb out the cap. And I'll put these back in place because I like to have get a little bit of dust from the cardboard. There's people who break these up to get those half dollars and silver dollars out of there. That's almost blasphemous. Yep, so we got that. But like I was saying, on the Civil War half over here, this one, most of those went into these. What's the date on that? 95? Yeah, so the 95 Prestige set has most of these silver dollars, and there aren't that many, you know, 8,000 of them floating around. They're not, no, these are you know, 30, 40 bucks will get you a Prestige set. And you put the whole, there's one, it's 300 bucks. It's probably the 95, I don't know. I'd have to look. But if you want to give somebody a gift, give me a proof set. Get out the way, kitty. Drive over you. There we go. Here we got, here's a 1974. And, you know, it's got the cardboard box, and you open it up, and you get all the plastic there. All right, I mean, you get a fine set of coins. They're real pretty and all. It's a piece of plastic. This should say made in Japan, or made in China, or made in Taiwan. Like I said before, it should say made in Taiwan. And they're decent. But if you want to give a gift, let's say you got a company, and somebody's done a great job, they got the employee of the year. I mean, hey, it's employee of the month. These are 30, 40 bucks. You give them one of these, and now you've got a presentation piece. And that's part of what the whole point on this was. And can we get the look of that Chiquita? There you go. But something like this is made for presenting. And you can put it up on a bookshelf, you know, it's got the binder, you get the little presidential seal. Right there on the front. You You get the back of the Kennedy $50 in the front. And these are meant to be kept nice and shown off to guests. Oh, you gotta see what my husband bought. You'll love this. There you go. Those are prestige sets, but you can get most of them for 30, 40 bucks a piece. And it's better to present than this. Here you go. We got this for you. Oh, look, it talks. Oh. Yeah. Okay. No matter. Well, that's not a bad score, is it? I got some more coming tomorrow, I hope. Let's see, we got the 3 prestige sets. We got the slab nickel, a couple of halves, a couple of these. That's a real shiner on the Morgan. Some big fat pennies. Did you see the 20 cents? I don't know if you saw this one. We're going to give this away. Yeah, we're going to give this away on Sunday. Just give it away. Of course, you can buy an entry ticket. But how many, if you haven't heard of it, that's one thing. But maybe you have heard of it. There's my thumb. But you still haven't seen one. Well, now you've seen one. That's an 1875 S. Seated Liberty. 20 cents. That'll be a nice little treat for somebody. But something like that, it's going to say, oh boy, that's a coin. I mean, that's a rare coin. What's this one beside it here on the floor? I got a 1944 Lincoln. Okay. Yeah, they're nice and all. Good to have one. But there's a step up in your collection when you add a 20 cent to it. Even if it's, in good condition. Pick a number from 1 to 10. Now we do entries and we put them in a random name generator. You stop in, you'll see it. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, let's see. What's Logan up to? Nothing. Not sure what all that's about. So that was just a couple of days of shopping. I take the money from the big show and get more coins. You have to swear an oath of allegiance to join the Australian military. Well, I'd hope so. We'll let that go. The AU 20 cent piece is $400. This is good. I'm going to hair on my glasses here. Kitty, stay off the glasses. Yeah. So there it is. That's what we got. And we'll give away this stuff over the course of, the next few weeks. I get 3 or 4 of an item. It's good to have. I lost my place here. Oh, I'm looking over here. Home. I get 3 or 4 items in a group, and we'll put one out at a time, or we'll put out a group at a time. We did the 3 cent pieces, or 3 cent nickels, a few weeks back. Put out 4 or 5 of those in different dates, so you're able to get a series or a type collection. Well, I'd like to add to the types, because boy, they like them. They like them silver dollars. They are big and meaty. Good shine on that. We'll have another look. And they like the $50. $50 are twice as affordable as the dollars most of the time. Oops. And commemoratives and just a little bit of everything. I've been hunting down for more Indians because I haven't been putting enough Indians out on the big show. So that's what I've been doing. And not free, inkjet cartridges for a really good price, and hopefully they'll work. I don't know. This is a new thing. Let's see what that does. Be right back. Going to check on Logan. Good idea. More snow. Check this out. We're going to be at 29 degrees tomorrow morning. 29, which is pretty darn cold for down here. And they're also forecasting rain. Do I need to move further south? because in 18 years in Florida, I've never seen snow. But tomorrow, 29 degrees and rain. It'll be 40 at 9 o'clock, which is good. So it's not going to last. But I'm not going to leave the house. I'm not even going to look out the window until at least 9 o'clock. Man, it's been cold. I had to shut the door. Can you believe that? Kitty, what are you doing? Stop that. Ow. Excuse me, the cat's going like this. Yeah. There we go. Warm here today. It got up to about 40 today. Yeah, it'd be like this all week, and then, you know, summer will be back. What is this? Oh, did I show you this? I meant to do a video on this one. Because this is like the poster child for get away from staples. I still gotta play with this. Okay, we got this Lexington. There it is. Got this great Lexington hat, and it's in great shape. I showed this off the other day, but I don't know if everybody saw it. Okay, great. I mean, look at his face, look at his hand, look at his knee. It's uncirculated. It's got a few marks. You're going to get that. All right, in the back, we got all the corners in the buildings, and they're complete. You can wiggle that around, but right here you got this scratch. Now, tell me that's not from a staple in a 2x2 flip. Those staples do more damage to more coins than all the amount of cats in the world. Maybe a great coin or not for that giant scratch. Good luster, but it's got a scratch. Well, I figured, you know, I could probably sell it for what I paid. In the meantime, I'll make a good video. And if you're going to make a New Year's resolution, make the resolution to go staple free. You know, these are the plastic ones. These are 7 cents, 8 cents. I sell them. I don't know how much. Right? You get the unplasticized kind. Here's a soft vinyl. You want to get the stiffies because they don't have the plasticizers which leach out. But this guy saved what, 4 cents getting a cardboard flip, one of these, versus the more expensive 8 cents a piece on the vinyl. And that's what it did to his coin. Yeah, I'm going to be a $100 coin otherwise. Don't get cheap on your supplies. Good supplies aren't cheap, and cheap supplies aren't good. But make your resolution, go staple free. No more staples. You know, you got to have the staples, the stapler, the flips. You got to have a different size for every single size. You got to have a pair of pliers so you can flatten those staples. And still, they'd offer that Mylar on there is really, really thin, baby. That's not going to offer any protection. This is better. And these are stiff. I did one show, I gouged it with a pen and couldn't poke through it. My resolution this year is not to have a resolution. That's okay, but it doesn't quite work. You have to make that last year. I received my lovely box of good flips from Mr. Peavy the day after Christmas. Glad to hear it, Shelly. I got a couple more things I got to ship out still. Do not buy the 2x2 with glue. No, I find that. They got these self-adhesive flips. What have we got? Here's one. There we go. Now I got all these, I got a bunch of these 25 centers because, you know, I needed some. And there's so many problems with these. The center groove isn't cut the way it should be. Right. It's just kind of creased. It's not cut, so I can't fold that right. All right, the answer is to score it. All right, so there, I score it. Take that center cut and just crease it. Now, it's got to fold perfectly. If it's off, you know, see how it's off? Then your coin doesn't always line up because they're exact fitting. See how I got a, you know, part of the cardboard is, you know, off-sided. So your coin doesn't line up. Next, well, the Mylar sometimes lets go. Look at this, the whole thing's coming off. They dry up. The glue on these, the adhesive, isn't always that great. They sit in a warehouse, they get hot, they get cold over the course of a year or two. Yeah, sometimes a Mylar lets go, but this is how thick the Mylar is. I mean, it's a mill. How much protection is that really offering to your other coin? Now, if you got the staples are sticking up on this one, right, and this rubbing against that one, because you got them in a box, and you grab this one out, all those staples are scraping up the face of this one. Look at this, it's just popping right off. And how much protection is that little piece of film offering your coin? Really, get these going. This is how thick that is. My saran wrap around my banana is probably thick, as good as that. Yeah. Anyway, they got these other ones, another style. You don't use the staples because they're self-adhesive. Well, again, if they're not lined up right when you fold them, and you can see how it's off-center, you know, they don't quite line up. You gotta squeeze the thing, frig with it, then you get them to line up. But if it's off, right, like that, then your adhesive is getting all over your coin, because, you know, one size fits all only when they're made right. And I mean, you think government made these? They're so bad. But get those out of here. You'll like these. Get these. No cardboard, no staples. Yeah. So that's what I got for the show. And no more screwing up a $100 coin with a 1-cent staple. Oh man, that's just a crying shame right there. I hate seeing people spend proof coins. Well, that's their coins. They can do whatever they like with them. I hate the cardboard. Who even has a stapler? I have a stapler. I get the big steel one, and I find it's more handy. Like after coin class, I staple all my notes together. That's where they're real handy. But that's $20 bill. Let's see. That's a $20 bill. This is probably my brother's, so he paid $20 for it. You got to have the staples, of course. There's another $5. Right. So if you get a pair of pliers for $5, a $10 stapler, you know, you're still $20 into it, and you still have staples doing this, doing that to your coins. Look at that. That's awful. You want to write on it, you got that much space. $50, you got no room. Here's one. You know, I'm going to take and put it, hell, I can put two together, you know. But I got a whole sheet of paper I can write on it. And this is, what's that say? No match on cuts on coins yet. Jeff Schumar here. I got these pennies that are yours. I got to take a picture of those and put them up on the website. Well, anyway, there's that thing. I thought I'd do a video. What else you got for New Year's resolutions? Be a better collector. You know, expand your typeset. You know, complete a series. There it is. You know, here's a neat thing. Work on that typeset. You want to just have a typeset, you got to have a 20 center. You need a large cent. You need $1. You need a $50, a penny, a nickel. Oh, I got a bunch of dimes coming. They're not here good either. You know, you need a commemorative. But typesets are kind of neat because they're a little bit of everything. If you want to get into collecting, well, just dabble. I mean, try everything. That's the whole point of typesets. You'll find something you like. I like those half cents. I'm kind of funny for them. If I bought flips for all the coins, I would go broke. Yeah, well, you can go to the bank. You get those their envelopes. You know, where you make a deposit. You put it in the drive-through. You go inside and just grab a stack of them envelopes, and they don't cost nothing. I need these, so I'm going to make a deposit later. Okay, have a nice day. You're out the door, you got a whole bunch. But there are other envelopes. There's paper envelopes, and they're about the same, similar price as these, but still you're rubbing on a higher friction surface. These are really low friction. right? The Mylar, it's good. It's got low friction. The paper envelopes, well, it's fibrous. It's going to grab more on the coin. It's going to, over time, it's going to scuff it up if it shakes or vibrates. You know, maybe you live in Chicago, you get that train going by the window about 12 feet away, just shakes the whole house, like the Blues Brothers. Of course, varieties are out there. Oh, varieties are out there. I need 2 to 3 major dates, and then I'm finished. On the half cents hidden, what are you working on? My real resolution is to get a full set of Wheaties, a full set of Silver Kennedys, Jefferson Stein. Get one of everything, man. Get one of everything. But finish a set. I had actually completed a set of wheats. Now, that doesn't include the varieties. So I didn't have the 22 plant. I didn't have the 55 double die, but I had everything else. Until I sold the SVDB. Lincoln Central got that one. So he's got a full set. But if you haven't completed a full set of a series, oh, I fully recommend it. Get in there. You know, not that many people have built an entirely complete set of Lincolns. Well, you only got 60,000 of the SVDBs anyway. I want a very, very fine 1809 circle inside O. I got a 9 over inverted 9. I don't have a circle inside O. And it's well, it's probably around here somewhere. I'd have to look for it. I'll make a point to put it up in Friday's show. Something you can't find is a 1909 SVDB. They only made like 3K. No, they made 484,000 1909 SVDB. And according to PCGS, their surviving estimates for that date is 61,000. So they're out there. Now, I picked up one. I ordered a VDB, an 09, and an 09S all together. And the 09S, of course, that showed up, had a little grunge on the back, so I wiped it with a cotton cloth, and 3 letters appeared magically. So I got that going for 65 bucks. Pretty darn nice. They're out there. I've heard of people that have found 1909 SVDBs in rolls, in pocket change. It's out there. People don't know what they have. Their grandfather dies, you know, they're going through his stuff, you know, cleaning out the room up at the hospice, and oh, here's a whole bunch of pennies. Been in a cigar box for 100 years. They cash them in. It goes to Coinstar. Here's one. Oh, I gotta organize this place better. That it? Nope, that's not it. What is it? Bingo. This coin was found in a Coinstar. This was a Coinstar find, 1914D. Not only that, it's in pretty darn good shape. Fella had a slab. He came back XF. Get a little scratch. But a 1914D in a Coinstar. It was in the reject slot. Here's your back. So they are out there. Find out where the old people are. You know, if the flu moves in, you want to go swoop. You know, give it a couple of months and then go swoop into Coinstar machines. See what you get. But oh, Christmas time is a great time of the year. People go through their whole house. They go through the couch. They go through the drawers. Get every bit of change they can and take it back to the bank to buy presents for their precious little snowflake. $100 for the table. You don't want this. It's old and tired. I believe the 1909S is more rare. It is not. 1909S's, you can find them easily. 09S's, the 09S's are very overhyped for their mintage or their surviving population compared to their price. Where was that? I put together some notes here. Is it up here? Yeah. Pop? No. Where's Pop? Right there. Yeah. Okay. Here's what I do. I figure stuff out for no reason. I'm going to show you this trick. Screen, and me. Hey, you can look at me at the same time. Nope. That's not it. Screen. There. Now, can you see what I'm seeing? That should be what you're seeing. There. Good. I can see all of it. Let me move this over just a little bit. There you go. Okay, here's a spreadsheet because I got millions of them. And I took the surviving population of a number of dates. Now, these are Lincoln's, right? Except the 1877 Indian head. Okay, 1990 VDB, surviving population about 3 million. And in good, they go for $7. There's 1932, PCGS, that's all, PCGS all. So that's your red, your brown, your red and brown, right? 1909 SVDB, I got 61,000. And I compared the price in good to mintage, which is kind of neat. And divide S, which is surviving population. Column 1 divided by column 2. So on the 1909 VDB, it works out to this meaningless number. But if I use 1909S as a reference, right, well, I'll come up with 100 because 61,000 divided by $610. So if I have a lower price, right, then I should have a lower S over G. So anything below 100 should be, you know, a bargain. So I look at a 1877 Indian head. That's this next line here. Well, instead of 61,000, I got 5,700 surviving. And the price, well, that's a tenth. You know, you're going from 60,000 to 6,000. That's a tenth, but the price only goes up by 50%. So my S over G ratio is a 6. That tells me that, well, those 1877s, they're a terrific buy. What do you want now? Cut it out. Go eat something. Okay, then I compare it to the large cents. Oh no, excuse me, the 2 cents. Now I've got 64 large and small date, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 72. I don't have the 73s, and I don't have the proofs. Of course, 73s are proofs. But I'm going to add all these up together, including the 1867 double dies, and I come up with 70,000 in all on all the 2 cent coins, right? In other words, there are almost as many 1909 SVDBs as there are for all the 2 cents. There's more 31 S's, but the 2 cents in good, I picked those up for, you know, $18, $20. Usually a little cheaper. The 1872, that's a bigger date. That's a pretty hard one to come by. You see that always goes for higher than book value. And the book says $259. Well, remember the S over G on the 1909S? It was 100. And if that's my, if that's my frame, if it's below 100, it's probably a good deal. Well, the 64 small date or small motto is twice the value. You got 10,000 of them versus 60,000. That's a third the price. Come on. Some of these dates, the 69, the 72, the 67 regular, not the double die. You've got less than 3,000, and they're going for, $20 and good. And this is where the figure gets screwed up, because up here on the 99S BDB, the numbers work out with a ratio of 100, but I'm killing off this and I'm killing off that. So I got 2,500 versus 21, and I've got about the same ratio. So I gotta work on this formula to make it balance better. But there's no 2 centers out there. Nobody collects them. That's the thing. That's why the price is so darn low. But for rarity, they're a heck of a bargain. All right, that's enough rambling. Let me find out where I was. Let's see. Go back to the chat. Home. There it is. I passed 500 subs. Yeah, New Year's Eve, I hit 500. I was pretty excited about that. Oh, let me show you this. Can I show you this? No, I don't think it's going to be easy. Well, anyway, I might actually get paid this coming month. We'll find out very shortly. So it's a good incentive to, do a couple extra streams over the next 10 days or so. Because if I can get $40 for the month and it hits my AdSense account, I'll get a check. That's like a free $100. So it's good because that'll make up for all those books I've been sending out on Coin Class. Lincoln Central, you hit 500? No. Well, God love you. I'm nowhere near 500 subs. Steady content. That's what it comes down to. Really steady, decent content. Some people, they seem to think that it's all about the giveaways. Give stuff away and they'll show up. If that's the plan, it's probably going to fail. It'd be giving away far more. It'll cost you more in postage than you'll get back from views on eBay. Give them good content. That's what people want more than anything else. Can dollar coins make you rich? They didn't make me rich. I live in a trailer. Nothing's made me rich. Get what was sold, divide that to the mintage, subtract that. I'll work on it. It's just a, kind of a thing I was looking at, trying to see, is there a relationship, in order. Oh, let me show you that one. Here's a neat one. Let's go back to here. Yeah, this one works out great. Here's a deal. And we'll go back to the screen, right? There's the screen. Yeah. Okay. So looking at this, using 99 SVDB as a reference, right? And it's 1,000. Is this right? Okay, we're declining over here. These are in order according to surviving population. And this is the price. So as the surviving population goes down, the price should increase. So I'm starting at $7. Okay, maybe that's skewed because this is $1.25. But 3, 4, 16, 24, 40, 75, 150. This is working. And then you get 1931S, which takes a dive. Well, now I've got a piece of data that's anomalous, right? If this is truly declining and this is truly gaining, then this number should be, somewhere around 200 to 300. This tells me 1931S is, well, a pretty good deal. The problem with that date, of course, is conditional rarity and low grades. They're just really, really decent. But even so, if it's below 150, it's a pretty good price. So, yeah, you might want to grab up all the 1931S's you can find. PCGS says 96,000 survivors. That's not a bad price. And maybe the 32s, but there's a million of those. Well, no matter. Everybody's going to have a 32. Let's go back to the chat. There's Phil. Phil, Shirley, Cheryl, Bill. Everybody's showing up. Maury's here. Yep. Lincoln Central just made 500, so we want to get over and say hey to him. Give him a shout. So half a penny was worth a bit back then. Oh, this is a question from way back. Well, anyway, I just want to show off my mail today. Ooh, what happened there? Computer's messing up on me. There it is. I just want to show off all the stuff we got in the mail. And how much this cost? Dude, it was a fortune. God. I spent way too much. But I guess there's stuff to work with. But we're going to have a great big show with that 20 center. Just wanted to show that. See, you are going by what PCGS says. Look up old mint records. The old mint records will give you the mintage. But how many have survived? I mean, they've made 484,000 1909 SVDB, but how many are out there nowadays? And I don't know how they come up with those numbers. I don't know what their system is for calculating the surviving population. But some of them I've found they've actually slabbed more than they say survive. How does that work? Doesn't seem to make perfect sense. But it's the best data I've got to go with, so I get something to play with. It's not too many. Okay, I'm gonna put this stuff away now. Find out what to do with it. Look them up real hard on the scope. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Just a quick little stream, and it ended up being an hour. Okay, take it easy, guys. Stay safe, and we'll be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock with the what's tomorrow? Wednesday Wheats. So have a great night, and stay warm, by God. Try some rum. That'll keep you warm. Good night, all.